right, I got a good quick story for you. It's got highs, it's got lows, it's got heroes, villains, and guess who stars in it? President Biden and the IRS. When President Biden became president, he really wanted to find ways to cut expenses for middle and working class Americans. So when he and the Democrats passed the Inflation Reduction Act, one of the things it contained was a lot of funding for the IRS. Now, a lot of that funding was to close the tax gap by specifically enforcing tax compliance by the wealthiest tax evaders, but some of it was specifically intended to fund a free online tax filing system. And guess what? They did. This is it. It has launched. It's called IRS Direct File, and it just launched in 12 states in a pilot form. And let me tell you, getting to this point was not easy. But let's start with the backstory first. Did you know that in almost every country in the world, you can file your taxes online for free in just a few minutes? Like, that's just considered a basic right. But not in the United States, right? No, the average American spends something like 9 hours a year filing their taxes, and most of us pay for it. It's expensive, it's laborious, it's intimidating, it's awful. So awful that some people who would benefit from filing taxes just don't even do it. Now, presidents for a really long time have been trying to fix this situation, but they've all been stymied by the tax prep industry, which is worth a lot of money. Companies like Intuit and H&R Block have been blocking free tax filing for decades. After all, if we can file our taxes online for free, their $10 billion industry becomes a lot less profitable. But finally, a president has managed to overcome the lobbyists. Direct File got the funding it needed in the Inflation Reduction Act, and it's launched. It happened. Something that presidents have been dreaming of for decades and that other countries already have. Now we have. So if you live in any of these 12 states and you're going to be recording these kinds of things on your 2023 tax return, you likely qualify to use it. How exciting is that? And if you're not sure if you're eligible, you can go to the Direct File website and check right here. They've really tried to make this a great tool. It's really user-friendly. It comes in English and Spanish. They've got live chat every weekday. So big tax prep is going to hate this. They're not going to take it lying down. So here's how you can help. By telling everyone you know to go to this website and try Direct File. Because if it becomes a popular program with lots of people using it, it's going to be really hard to defund. This is a clear example of government doing something that unequivocally helps the American people, that saves them money, that saves them time, that simplifies a process that should be quite simple, just as it is in most other countries. This is exactly the kind of thing we want to see our government and our president and our administration doing, so let's support it, and let's make sure that at the end of this story, it's the American people and not the lobbyists who have the happy ending.